town hall in the professor's last lab. So when we started on the lab, there was one project running, the James project. And what's the idea of this project? There are some evidence that indicates that chronic stress can alter the susceptibility to air pollution. And it's quite difficult to do epidemiologic studies because the social stress and the air pollution can be confusing because they are associated in the same kind of pollution, the same kind of population, the people with less socio-economic condition. And in these two, the people think they are related because they are both related with disease of the circulatory system and cognitive degeneration. The disease of the circulatory system that are related both with chronic stress and air pollution are hypertension, arteriosclerosis, and cardiovascular disease. Okay. When we started, there was this experiment running. Although these rats had not been exposed to air pollution, we did the stress experiment to see if the subchronic stress alone will change the cardiovascular and cognitive outcomes. And which was the design of this experiment? It was 30 rats divided into 3 groups. First group of stressors, 6 big animals, almost 2 pounds, and 2 groups of stressed animals. One was the small animals who were the stressed and a control group. These stressed animals had telemeters implanted and 6 rats with cardiovascular parameters and 6 for temperature. And the idea of this experiment was to put the small animals with the big animals for 15 minutes and collect the data from the small animals and try to conclude if just the social stress can cause difference in these animals. Then here we have some results. The temperature in the stressed animals, although there is no significant difference between the 2 groups, you can see that the stressed animals has higher body temperature. The mean heart rate is higher in the stressed animals. The blood pressure, the diastolic and the systolic blood pressure are higher in the stressed animals. So we conclude that just the social stress can cause difference between the 2 animals. Okay. This was to test the circulatory system. Now we did another test that is the MAQ test to try to improve the difference in the cognitive function of the mice, of the rats. So this is the name is just because it's a maze in a form of an eye. Okay. And how does it work? We put the rat in one of the arms, and then we let the rat go through these 2 arms without doing nothing with him for 20 minutes. Then we take the animal from the maze, we mixture the beads inside the maze just to the smell be the same in the 3 arms, and put the animal again in the first arm. And let the animal for 5 minutes. And this is the test. Now let me see, I think this is an example. Okay, there is no video, so we can open
The MAQ PC incompatibility doesn't let you share your video. Oh, wow.
Okay, there was an accident. Sure. So, and me and João Paulo, we did the analysis, and what was the important information from the videos was the first arm entry, if it was a novel or a familiar one, the percent time spent in each arm, and the percent of entries into novel versus familiar arm per minute. Okay. The two groups are different because the stressed animals poorly differentiate familiar and novel arms. And the criteria that you use is the animal entering a new arm after all his habits in his arm. So it is. And we had there are some kinds of troubleshoot to this analysis, but the video is not grand, so after we dissected the animals and we took the lungs, heart, liver, spleen, kidneys, adrenals, stomach, and the brain that are for future analysis. And what was the result from the maze experiments? The stressed animals took less time to explore the new arm, and these findings correlate with other stress studies which shows that the subchronic stress has this outcome and more chronic stress is needed to longer exploration times. Some acknowledgements for Professor Godless that helped us a lot since the beginning, Edgar and Mark that helped us and taught us a lot of technical things, João Paulo that worked with me a lot, Jane, that's the girl that is the owner of this project and he's taught a lot of things to us, and Bruce that he lent us the maze and he took some brains for future analysis. That's it.
Thank you.